Good afternoon, Kentucky Derby fans, Preakness fans, and Belmont Stakes fans, and welcome to a Triple Crown preview edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Even though there will be no Triple Crown winner this year, there will be the last leg of the Triple Crown contested this Saturday in Elmont, New York, at beautiful Belmont Park, Big Sandy. And to celebrate the occasion, we're going to have Caton Bradar, friend of the show, one of our favorite people, TVG analyst, horse whisperer, and part-time South Florida resident, will be joining us to talk about the Belmont Stakes later today. But meanwhile, here we are. It's a beautiful day, a Wednesday in South Florida in June. It's an even keel Wednesday, or is it? I don't even know what it is anymore. We have so many sponsors lined up. It's great. Yesterday was great at Kostas. And welcome to the show. We have Jeff Defo DeForest back from Italy, and we also have Mike Luby Lubitz. So the gang is all here. This is tremendous. How are you today, Defo?
I'm okay. I've been a little sketchy. I left Kosta's yesterday, and I did leave with a piece of slice of pepperoni pizza. It was a giant slice, and it was delicious. And I was a little self conscious because I was thinking, you guys are probably going to look outside the window there and see that as soon as I got out of there, I was going to start eating this thing as soon as I got in the car, which I did. I don't know why I was self conscious about that, but I didn't care if you saw me eating it or not because it was delicious. And then it sort of became like the Last Supper for me because I was driving to see a brilliant orthopedic doctor, Dr. William McKay, who took care of my right knee. I thought it was longer ago. It was 3 years ago. I had surgery on my right knee for a torn meniscus, a fairly simple procedure in most cases. And this one turned out to be exactly that, where they told me I was going to need like a couple of months of rehab originally and be ready for that, and a very arduous road. And the truth was, as soon as I came to out of the anesthesia, they were trying to outfit me with crutches. I said, you know what, I don't feel too bad. Let me see how it works. And I walked out of there on my own power, drove home, and everything was fine. And I've been fine ever since. Now the left knee starts to get a little ginger, spot in there, and walking around Rome made it a little bit prohibitive, kind of exacerbated the situation. So I said I was going to go to the doctor as soon as I got home. I get an appointment the next day, called on Monday, and I'm on my way there from Costas. And it turns out it's some kind of osteoporosis, like arthritis type of situation that's going on. And I get a needle that even Lance Armstrong would have been afraid to take. Now, it wasn't painful going in, but there was so much juice in this needle. It was some kind of lubricant, new development that's kind of revolutionized this sort of care, and supposed to keep you good for like a year. And I couldn't walk out of there. I mean, I
Hopefully,
literally,
hopefully
I,
it wasn't the needle that Barbaro saw, but it was the needle that Jimmy Butler. It was the
I think Bob Baffert's veterinarian might have been involved in whatever was in this because the
No,
needle
or
was in there for
Dr.
a long
Harlan
time.
Selznick. I don't know if you saw, but like as Jimmy Butler got a miracle
Yeah,
revival, and maybe he saw the similar needle in the midst of that Celtics series. That
I have a
he
Celtic
woke up.
story. Yeah, at one time I had plantar fasciitis, which I didn't realize what it was, and it actually can be sparked by walking barefoot on tile. And I had moved into a house that had tile flooring all throughout it. Sure enough, I get this plantar fasciitis. I have what I call Jew foot, which I don't know. It's a polite way of saying I have very flat feet, and it's not uncommon. And Dr. Selzik actually told me, he said, I can give you a needle right now that will send you right through the roof of the building, or you can try to rehab this thing. So what do you think I opted for, Mike Mayo?
Straight for the needle.
No, rehab.
Oh, oh, okay. I would have
and,
gone
that,
straight for the
and
needle.
fortunately, that worked. No, I'm not into that sort of pain, where you're going to be in excruciating pain. But they've come a long way in that sort of treatment. I get the shot. I really wasn't, able to walk even around yesterday at all after that. And I'm sort of coming around now. And then, oddly, I don't know if you saw this, that there was another guy whacked by a Brightline train, and it occurred
Another
at
one?
at
Jesus.
Cypress Creek and Dixie Highway, which is approximately where I was turning the corner around the time that the guy got hit. It may have happened a little bit before. I was unaware of it, but and it shows you that I don't know what this guy did. If the track gates didn't work or something. Certainly, a lot of personal injury attorneys would be
Wait, was
interested in
this
that.
was this a automobile or a pedestrian?
Automobile,
Okay.
and the car ended up like blocks away. I mean, it got carried like half a
Car
mile or
versus
something.
train. No, the Brightline, obviously, their fatality rate has been
Tie.
just nothing to write home about. I think it's actually the most lethal train
And
service
none
in
of
the
them have
country.
crashed. I mean, just
Yeah,
hitting cars at
no. Well,
crossroad
they
gates.
were going very fast, and I've noticed that in my neck of the woods down in South Broward, there must have been some new rules instituted local municipalities because they used to come humming past at a good 60 miles an hour. And now it seems like in the Hollywood area, they're going, I'd say about maybe 30,
Everybody
35.
drives half as fast in the Hollywood area. Don't
No,
you
no,
notice
this
that
is the
on
trains.
your
Oh
way to
yeah, well,
Gulfstream?
yeah,
Yeah,
the trains too now, right?
yeah.
But the thing is, I've seen these idiots. Okay, so when this happens, when the train is going super fast, people that were used to the freight trains going much slower that think they could outrun them,
Oh, they have time.
yeah, they see these patient people in South Florida. I've seen them race around the closed gates, and they think they can make it. And with these bright lines, not so bright line.
Yeah,
The people that try to
it's
beat
the
the
end of
bright
the
line,
line. Yeah.
yeah, it's the end of the line. I mean, it's not a joking matter, but it seems like it happens a lot now with the pedestrians. It seems like the rail line is always quick to blame it or ascribe it to that it was a suicide or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I assume that some people might just not even see it coming if they're just jogging or something like that with their headphones on. But yeah, the automobiles, I've definitely some outrageous behavior where they sit and in the turns, yeah, like you said, with the bright line, not so bright to hit the end of the line. So
Right around the time I was there, and then I saw that story in the news, I was thinking, wait a minute, I'm glad I turned right on Dixie Highway instead and went down to Commercial Boulevard from there. But thanks to Dr. McKay, he treated me right away. It's great to have, I don't know, you're too young, Mike Mayo, to be on Medicare. And of course, Luby is only about halfway there. But that is definitely the plan that you want to be on. You want to be on some kind of government health care because they literally send a limousine for you. Imagine this, Mike Mayo, in this day and age. Now, you're dealing with a lot of medical stuff. You've had stuff yourself. You have your mother that you're taking care of. Imagine my shock when I called this doctor's office and I didn't get him directly. He knows me, and he's a big fan of yours and Luby's, by the way.
nice.
He always loved the Defo show on the radio. He was asking me what happened to us. I told him about all the new things we were doing. So we have another new fan today. I hope, Dr. McKay, thanks so much for yesterday. But they answered the phone from like a hospital switchboard, Holy Cross Hospital switchboard, and they put me right on with the person I was going to make the appointment. And she says, how about June 7th at originally 3 o'clock it was going to be. I'm thinking, when's June 7th? I'm thinking, whoa, wait a minute. That was yesterday. So I was in shock that I got an appointment to see a doctor, just unsolicited call out of the blue the next day. And I actually asked the woman to confirm whether it was 2022 or 2023 that she made the appointment for. So hopefully this thing will mellow out. It's some kind of newfangled thing that puts all kinds of gel and
So let
lubricant in
me
your
let
knee.
me
Yes.
let me just get the story straight, Mr. Septuagenarian, not to ascribe this to your that you're getting older and your body is
No,
breaking
it's
down.
strictly old age, and I'm breaking down like like an 11-year-old claimer at Potsdam or whatever.
so so now but do you think that European roads and the cobblestone streets and all these other things had something to do to
No,
exacerbate the
it was
situation?
a pre-existing condition. It didn't get any worse there. Actually, when I did my walk of life yesterday before I went down to Costa's, it felt pretty good. So I've gone backwards a step from where I was, but I think it's like taking one step back to take many steps forward, and hopefully I'll be good to go for like the next year. At least that's what he told me.
I hope so, because you love your walks of life, and I
I
don't know
do.
what would you do for your
I'd be fat
meditation
as
and
I could possibly be. I mean, I'd be so fat, Mike, which I was. So
well,
I really
welcome to
need
my
this.
world. I've fallen off the wagon when it comes to walks of life and
No, you need
bicycles
to
and this and
sustain
that
some physicality. You really do.
well, when I lift my 12 and 16 ounce weights one at a
That
time in the
doesn't work.
evening, that
No,
doesn't count. Oh, because
no.
it's calories in. is surpassing the calories
Yes.
burned when I'm doing those little curls with
Exponentially
my
raises
ear.
the chance of dying young. It really does.
Oh, well, oh man, now we're going morbid. All right, well, all I know is we want you in good shape. We want you to
Just
take
facts.
walks of life, and
Yeah.
but just wait till you hit 80. You'll really see.
I
You'll
don't
s-
want to hit 80. I'm amazed. You know what? I was looking at two things when it comes to the age factor. Pat Riley's 77, still determined as ever. I mean, so passionate about the Miami Heat and how it impacted his life. I mean, still with agita about the fact that they lost to the Celtics. And you're thinking, wow, 77, the guy's got all the money in the world. Why does he have this level of motivation to stay in it? And then, of course, all of the stories were about Michelangelo, who, I mean, you talk about defying father time. Guys were checking out in their early 40s there if they made it that far. And this guy goes to 91, and at like 71 years old, he decides, hey, let me build a dome on the Sistine Chapel or St. Peter's Cathedral.
Well,
And
how about D Wayne off the plane? D Wayne Lucas at
yeah,
86 wins the Kentucky Oaks with his filly, and then tries to go into the Preakness, and the filly didn't run so hot there. But again, just to be training horses and out of the barns and on the pony every day at 86, that is pretty darn impressive.
stick with the thing you love. You'll be, critiquing restaurants and doing things in the food industry. Dick Steen will be an old man. You'll be leading him around with a walker, but
We'll be eating burgers. Dick
but
Steen is a maniac. Okay, we talk about Steve Dickstein, my guy up in Delray Beach, and he's now my surrogate taste buds. He goes out and does like pre-screening. It's great. It's like having a producer, a field producer, like if you're in the TV or radio business to kind of do the pre-interviews. He goes out and says, "Oh, Mike, you got to go check out this burger place." He's been going all
yeah,
these. He's obsessed with burgers now. He gets very obsessive. He like goes on a pizza kick, and he'll stop off at 8 different pizza places and pick up pies, and he just goes back to his house and like assembles them, and just like takes a bite and takes pictures. And but anyway, the Best of Delray Beach app through Best of Local, you can download it now if you're interested in the Delray Beach dining entertainment scene. And soon it's going to be listing all kinds of other businesses. Again, Best of Local is what you're going to look for on the App Store and Google Play. And I'm going up there tonight to do a little more eating. And
nice.
I don't know if I stick with my passion, though, my not only are my arteries going to explode, but I think just my the cholesterol.
You're going to
that
look like
tra-
Broderick Crawford. Remember from what was the name of that show again? Everything was 10-4 and out. Broderick Crawford. It was some Highway Patrol. That was the name of the show.
That's
Highway
it.
Patrol. Yeah.
Hey, so we've got Caton on the line, and because of we're still trying to figure out things technically here on the fly. So we're going to conclude the video portion of the show today when we talk with Caton. When we go to the first break. But first, I'm going to say a kind word about our friends with Visit Lauderdale, because Nikki Mohan and me, we're going to be going out somewhere tomorrow to be doing the usual everyone under the sun, every dish under the sun segment at a site that we're excited about, but we don't know exactly where yet because a lot of things are still in play. But we are going to be marking and celebrating Caribbean Heritage Month, so it will be a place that has a Caribbean theme. But again, for those of you out there who are planning your summer vacations or staycations, or people who are coming into town, this is what you want to know about is Lauder Deals. It is the summertime sales and deals special that is put on by Visit Lauderdale. So this summer you can enjoy the good life for less in Greater Fort Lauderdale with Lauder Deals, and it's the great deals on hotels, attractions, spas, and more all summer long. Start planning the summer getaway online at lauderdale.com/deals and see all the ways that you can save. You can find great hotel deals on everything from luxury beach resorts to family-friendly suites. You can indulge in food and drink specials like I do on a nightly basis at local restaurants and bars. You can shop Lauder Deals for exciting attractions like Flamingo Gardens and Butterfly World. Plus, if you're a Florida resident, a first responder, or in the military, you'll find even more savings just for you. From miles of golden beaches to pampering at celebrated hotels and resorts, the good life awaits in Greater Fort Lauderdale. Shop Lauder Deals now at visitlauderdale.com/deals and plan your best summer vacation ever.
All right, more coming up here. We're going to check out, I guess, the video portion here and get into a little Belmont Stakes analysis from the lovely, talented Kate and Brader, one of the best in the business. And that's coming up in a moment here on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox.